Man helped a dying polar bear, and then something shocking happened. On a quiet April day, the bright sun illuminated a remote village in Kamchatka. News of an unusual incident on the coast quickly spread among the locals. None of them had ever seen such a strange and mesmerizing sight. There, on the sandy beach, a wild polar bear appeared. But how did it end up here? These animals typically lived hundreds of miles to the north in the Arctic. The story began many days earlier when the ice floe the young bear was resting on broke away from the mainland. The bear attempted to return to shore, but it was already too late. What followed was an incredible journey that would forever change the life of this young predator. After several days and even weeks of drifting, the bear found itself in a completely unfamiliar land, far from its Arctic home. Exhausted and starving, the weary creature finally reached a village and made its way ashore, consumed by a desperate need for food. In this strange and unusually warm environment, the polar bear struggled to find anything to eat, its search proving fruitless. The bear wandered cautiously, avoiding getting too close to the village or the people who lived there. Incredibly hungry and utterly exhausted from its long journey, the massive yet vulnerable creature was in dire need of help. Finally, desperation drove it to approach the nearest human structure, a police station. The weakened and exhausted predator lay in front of the building with a sad and hopeless expression on its face, as if asking for help. The local police quickly took notice of this exotic guest. The large polar bear with bright white fur and sharp claws naturally caused fear and awe at first. Approaching cautiously, the police observed it but did not get too close to avoid injuring the northern giant. Naturally, the bystanders were shocked by such a sight. The polar bear had somehow appeared in their small village. People couldn't believe their eyes, but they realized that something was wrong with the animal. The bear apparently had suffered a serious injury to its front paw. It lay holding it tightly to its body. The police felt compassion for the animal but did not know how to help it. The police contacted local officials responsible for wildlife protection. When the officials learned about the emergency situation, they immediately sent specialists to the scene who took care of the bear's injured paw and fed it well, while the locals affectionately began to call the bear Ruby. Soon, the predator became a real celebrity throughout the region. Every day, people brought him fresh fish and other delicacies, although the exhausted Ruby did not eat too much. The bear clearly wanted to go home, and it seemed very grateful to the residents for their selfless help. The polar predator soon became a tourist attraction, drawing many visitors from neighboring settlements. Meanwhile, officers patrolled the area, making sure no one approached the animal too closely and pondering what to do with it. Eventually, experts concluded that Ruby needed to return to its natural habitat as soon as possible. But how do you carry out this challenging task? The bear was too exhausted and disoriented to even attempt to find its way home, which was separated by a vast distance over water. Surprisingly, the head of the Regional Wildlife Service explained that cases like Ruby's incident are not so rare. Polar bears are sometimes carried far from their usual habitats on ice floes when the next ice floe breaks off from the mainland. Clearly, Ruby would not have survived without the help of people who decided to save him at all costs. Senior local officials arranged for a helicopter to transport the predator back to its home, and a large, sturdy cage was specially constructed for the journey. Veterinarians conducted a final examination, fed the bear, and sedated it before a specialized team carefully loaded the animal onto the helicopter. Local residents gathered to bid farewell to their extraordinary guests, sending it off with heartfelt applause and cheers. An unexpected situation arose during the flight when the polar bear suddenly woke up. Had the bear panicked and begun thrashing in its cage, the situation could have turned disastrous due to its immense size and strength. Fortunately, the animal appeared to sense that the people were trying to help, remaining calm and cooperative throughout the ordeal. The bear calmly observed the people surrounding it as if understanding their intentions. In the end, the rescue team successfully completed their mission, returning the massive predator to its natural habitat. Along its extraordinary journey, the bear touched the hearts of many compassionate individuals, gaining new friends and leaving behind a story of kindness and hope. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.